Discipline and consistency separate the good from the great.
Welcome to the Millionaire Woman Show, where we'll be discussing leadership, business, human potential, inspiring you to live rich from the inside out. Unlock your creativity, stretch out of your comfort zone, break through your barriers, take inspired action, and achieve epic results. Now here's your host, 3-time best-selling author, speaker, and certified executive coach, Debra Kasowski.
Hello everyone, I'm your host, Debra Kasowski. Welcome back to the Millionaire Woman Show. I'm super excited that you're here. I hope you're jazzed. Today we are going to be talking about aiming for that 1 degree extra effort and the impact it makes in the efforts that we're doing and how you're moving through life. Now, that 1 degree difference doesn't take a lot to really shift the trajectory of where you're going, that 1%, that 1 degree. A few years ago, I came across a book called 212 Fahrenheit, put together by Sam Parker and Mac Anderson through Simple Truths. And this book is a metaphor for that 1 degree of extra effort that we could be putting into our leadership, into our life, into our business, and how we can transform what we have existing in front of us. And it's often when we are needing to push through that last little section where we find the toughest, where we find out and discover what we're capable of pushing that extra 1 degree, making just a little bit more and getting things done. Now, at 211 Fahrenheit, water is hot. At 212 degrees Fahrenheit, it boils. And when water boils, it lets off steam. And steam can fuel a locomotive. Now, when you think of the productivity and that 1 degree difference of what it takes from moving from being able to boil to being hot to boiling to giving off steam, it powers a locomotive. Isn't that mind-blowing? That all it was is 1 degree difference. Now, when you think about that 1 degree difference, it can form in so many different ways that I'm going to go through a few that are really going to make a difference for you. Now, when we think about that 1 degree, just aiming for 1 degree, we can do amazing things. Now, in 2019, I signed up to do the Edmonton Marathon. And when I sign up for things, I consider them done because when I think about them, I commit to them, I'm done. It's signed, sealed, and needs to be delivered. So during that time, I had only trained up to 21K. Now, for those of you who know or have run a marathon, that's not the smartest training route, but that was my route. It was how I ended up training for it. Not the best for preventing injuries. I am not promoting that this is the way, but it worked for me in the capacity I was able to. And, you know, a marathon is 42.2 kilometers. And it was a big deal. And I never thought about the magnitude of it until I was actually running it. And when I hit 22 kilometers, I was like, woohoo, this is gravy. It was longer than I had ever run in my life. It was pretty amazing. And after that, I kept running, doing my pacing. And when I got to 36K, I said to my girlfriend, Sherry, I said, I can't run anymore. She's like, come on, we got 6K left. And I'm like, I can't mentally get my legs to run. Mentally and physically, I was done. But I knew that I was going to finish because I had my eye on this beautiful medal of our Walter Dale Bridge here in Edmonton. And I was like, going to get this done no matter what. And then my girlfriend Karen came by and both of them surrounded me, which is awesome to have on a journey of getting that 1 degree. That mindset, no matter what, I'm finishing. 6K left. And I walked it in And then the last 500 meters, Sherry goes, let her rip, go for it. And I found whatever reserve I had left to run in that last 500 meters. And I have to tell you that crossing the finish line was monumental. Now, think about some of the goals that you have had and things that you've achieved. That just pushing where you had the greatest resistance, finding out and discovering what you're capable of. Because I have to tell you, during the training process, there was times I didn't want to run. The weather wasn't always perfect. There were times, that little bit of doubt came in, but I knew I had no room for that because I considered it done. But life can be inconvenient, and other things and obstacles and different life situations can pop up when you're on your way to your goals. And I'm here to tell you, life can be inconvenient. And you need to continually show up and persist and show up at your best, knowing that that 1 degree difference makes a difference. And there's going to be times where you're going to be stepping out of your comfort zone and it's going to feel uncomfortable. The fear is going to come up. You're going to face resistance. And you may have to make some sacrifices. You might have to skip the dessert. You might have to spend an extra 30 minutes polishing off that presentation or that article that you want to submit. In turn, you might have to put in the extra rep, run the extra mile. You might have to do so many other things that help move the needle. And it's always about continuously moving the needle. Because preparation, planning, and powerful execution is a must. I want to share with you some tips of how you can shift to that 1 degree. And that 1 degree doesn't have to be something so extravagant or so extraordinary. It is in our ordinary that we can make things extraordinary. It's that 1 degree of extra effort, that extra muscle, that extra mindset push. Because mindset is everything. And when you choose to have a positive attitude and mindset, that's when the magic happens, because there's no room for belittlement on your way to greatness. And when you choose to have a positive attitude, you can shift through and move through the ups and downs of life and be able to navigate it with greater ease than you otherwise would have been able to. And the best thing is, a positive attitude can rub off on others. And it makes the world so much better, the environment that you work in so much better when others are positive as well. And imagine bringing in and setting it up setting the stage for the way you want it to be. Because that positive attitude also impacts how you think about the actions that you take. And if you believe that you're not capable because you've been thinking a thought that, no, I can't do this, I can't do this, your thought that you're ruminating on becomes a belief. So if you want to change a belief, you need to start by changing your thoughts. And as you change the thoughts to shift to a positive attitude and positive outlook, what you're going to do is you're going to take positive actions and you're going to start to see some of those results and things are going to shift. Everything takes time to build those relationships, to moving forward that 1 degree. And what you can do is engage others in your vision. Let them know what you're up to. The trusted people who are supportive and who want to help you, push you to the next level. Then we also want you to leverage your strengths, but leverage other strengths as well. When you can focus in and work in your zone of genius, and have that positive attitude, that degree of difference is so powerful. Because you're focusing in and putting your attention where you're already great. And you can move the needle faster focusing on strengths than you do the weaknesses. And when you're able to leverage the strengths of others and allow them to play a bigger game and show up and work in where their strengths are and being able to delegate some of that off your plate, you're going to have committed, loyal people working with you, wanting to help uplift you and elevate you to where you want to be. Now that's incredible. The other thing is you need to maintain that steam. If you stop, you drop the needle to zero. And zero is a lot farther to that 212, where that productivity and fuel really changes. In order to get hot and be at that 211 Fahrenheit, you need to really get in the game. And you need to keep the momentum, even with the smallest actions. Keeping momentum and staying consistent helps you go farther, accelerate your success more than it does when you say, you know what, I need to stop. I can't do this. That's when you pull in the recruits to help you, that tribe around you, that community, collaborating with others to pull together to keep that momentum going for you. Because fear will come up. Fear keeps us stuck. That resistance keeps us stuck. And it is in Steven Pressfield's book, The War of Art, that he talks about that if you are paralyzed by fear, it's a good sign. It shows you what you have to do. Are you paralyzed by fear? Do you have a caller greater than you imagine? The impact that it can make on the world to make it a better place, to move the needle, that 1 degree, to make the biggest difference? So I want to help you move that 1 degree. I want you to take out a piece of paper. Now, if you're at the gym or driving or somewhere where you're listening to this and you don't have a piece of paper available, as soon as you get a chance, do this, or, at your earliest convenience. So you're going to create a T on your paper, and on the left-hand side, you'll put a column of your rationalizations, the reasons for why you haven't taken action on some of the things that you say that you want to do, but you haven't got around to it. And make a list. Spend about 10 minutes without editing, do a brain dump. Let it all come out. And you'll write things maybe like, I don't have time to go to the gym. I have too many responsibilities. I don't have enough money for this. I don't have the resources. I don't have the connections or referrals. Now on the other side, I want you to write down the possibilities, my new perspective. And I'm going to keep it simple for you. So you're going to write down the exact opposite on the opposite side of the page. So wherever you said, I can't go to the gym, or I don't have time, I have time to go to the gym. I have the resources that I need. I have the money that I need. So go down every single one. And now that you've brought this into your awareness and have a new perspective of what's possible, because there's many perspectives to a situation. We often focus in and zone in on what we believe is not possible, which is sad, really, when you think about it. But here I am challenging you today. Make the list. Get rid of all those reasons and rationalizations of why you can't, what you don't think you can do, and let's shift you into that 1 degree of possibility, that 1 degree of shifting perspective, taking your attitude, leveraging those strengths, engaging others, and becoming a force to be reckoned with. You are more powerful than you know. Why not shine brightly? Let us see you for who you are. Push through that resistance and look what's possible on the other side. In Steven Pressfield's book, he also talks about the principle of priority. And when we think about the principle of priority, he says that you need some discernment. You need to know what's urgent and what's important. And the second part is you always do what's important first. Important trumps urgency. And when you have your priorities straight and you got the right mindset, and you will be able to shift that 1 degree that makes the biggest difference. You'll be surprised about the people that you attract into your life, the magic that happens around you because you're focused, you have that positive outlook, you have an outpouring energy that people want to be a part of. and you create this vision that they can see themselves stepping alongside of you. Thank you for joining me here on the Millionaire Woman Show. I'd love for you to go over to my website at www.debrakasowski.com, where you can get your 3-part video course of making habits stick, grow, learn, and get those derailers out of your picture so you can make those goals a reality. Now, if you're interested in coaching, please DM me, send me a note of what you're up to, and we'll set up a complimentary discovery session for you. Now, this is only for serious applicants, and so that we can focus in on supporting you on your growth and journey and make things happen for you. Move that 1 degree